Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, I have 3 different Trim Me foiled insert pads. We have Time to Celebrate, Birthday Milestones, and Many Happy Returns. Now these can go on the inside of your cards as a really nice sentiment. Here's a card that Debbie made where she used them on the outside of her card and the inside of her card. This is our giveaway for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. So we're going to take a flip through each one of these in a second, but I wanted to show you what they look like when you just tear them out. On the back side, that's what's the coolest part. It has this grid on here with measurements. So if you're using a 5x5 card or a 3x4 card, or you want to cut these to a specific size, you can take your paper trimmer, you can take your scissors, and you can just cut along the lines. This way, your little sentiment is centered on the paper, and you're not trying to figure out how much to cut off of this side, how much to cut off of this side. It's brilliant, and it saves so much time. We love that. So let's take a flip through. All right, so I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, so pause to watch or read if you want to do that, okay? So let me see. We have got, they're of course foil trimmed with gold on this one, and 7 sentiments, you get 6 of each. All right, so let's go through these. Okay, pause to read. These are all gold. I'm going to try to skip at all the 6. This is so great for graduation, next big adventure. Oops. Wishing you all the luck in the world. Come on, Lene, skip them better. Cheers to love, laughter, and happily ever after. Time to celebrate. Home sweet home. Yep, I got them all. Okay, next one, these are also gold, and these are birthday milestones, so there's going to be a lot of numbers in here. A sweet 16. I thought you'd have to pause these, but they're not very long, so I'm just going to read them out. Wow, you're 18, 21st, happy 21st birthday, cheers to 30, 40 wishes just for you, the big 50, happy 60th, 70 today. Remember, these are gold foiled. And 80th birthday and the 90th birthday. Do they go to 100? Apparently not 100. All right. This one is Many Happy Returns. Wishing you a birthday full of truly unforgettable memories. Also in the gold foil. Make a wish. Whoops, did I skip any? No, I did not. Happy birthday, just very traditional. Hope your day is tons of fun. Birthday wishes for a special someone. Many happy returns. And hip hip hooray, it's your special day. And that's it. Okay. So let's take a look at, I'm trying to figure out which one. Let's do the Many Happy Returns, because this is the one that Debbie made using our brand new 5 elliptical cutting dies, okay? And I'm going to show you before I get into it how we make a card out of the shape. So this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. You're going to need a die cutting machine. You take the elliptical die, this is the largest one, and you're placing it so that it's over the fold. It's this part, this left edge, it's extending over the edge of the fold. That way when you run it through your machine, it keeps that intact and it cuts everything else. So as you can see, fits on that card very nicely. You would tape that down with a little low-tack tape. This is 5 inches wide, so it's going to go through your 6-inch wide platform just fine. And that's how you get this elliptical shape. All right, so Debbie covered her card with this beautiful paper from Wildflowers and Wildlife 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. And this is the one she used, okay? So she took paper from kind of the center section and covered that. And then put that through the die cutting machine as we described to you. And then she took the Many Happy Returns collection and did the Happy Birthday, okay? And yep, that's that one right there. Then she used the next size down die, and then die cut that one, and then she inked the edges using orchid ink and a little applicator tool, and then glued the Happy Birthday to the beautiful little gingham. Now all of these are layers. You can see all the little cutouts right here. So there's a layer here, a layer here, a layer here. So that's why I cut this one out. I wanted to show you. So she started off by taking her little scissors and cutting just right around this area. You kind of have to freehand it, going around the flower and going up here. So you can see here, this is where she went, right there. This might actually help if we do this. Okay, that's foam taped on there. So she went around that, okay? And then she cut that edge with that elliptical die, the larger one, so that it matched the edge. Before foam taping that one on, she went to the next layer, which included these leaves up here, okay? And then she turned this and she went around this layer. This one's right here. She went around those and also cut that so that it would have at least like this edge would be the same. So then it got glued, and then this one got foam taped with our giant wheel of foam tape, 150 feet or 50 yards of continuous 1/2 inch wide foam tape that we love to use. Definitely invest in that, it's great. All of these items are listed down below our video if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, so I'll get to more of that later. So then, yeah, she went ahead and did more orchid ink down here. Then there's some cute little Jewel Dazzle stickers on here. That's these are fuchsia Jewel Dazzle stickers. And you can just pop those off using a jewel picker, like this one. We also have this one in a jumbo size now, so those are listed down below the video as well if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes. And then we'll go to the inside of the card. So remember, she covered the inside. You could just die cut this separately, and then you could just glue that to the inside since they would match up. And then she also used the second largest one to cut another greeting to go in the inside, and then ink the edges of those as well with the orchid. Beautiful. So let me give you the details on this, you guys. This is our giveaway card for this episode. So how that works is we're trying to promote our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So we just ask that you hop on over to Paper Wishes YouTube. If you're watching us on our webisode page, just expand the screen. You'll see a YouTube icon down below. You can just click on that and it'll take you over to YouTube. And we ask that you subscribe. Really helps our small company, pushes our video out. We ask you to like, give it a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. And then in about a week, we'll come back and reply to somebody's comment with congratulations, YouTube username blank. So you've got to know what your YouTube username is so you can remember when that's announced that that's you. And then we give you instructions on how to claim your card. It's a good idea to hit that notification bell as well. We do this 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos. So you get 3 chances a week to win. So I hope you collect your card. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is the Happy Birthday. Now, Debbie put some on the inside and the outside of her card, but I wanted to show you, you could also just put them on the inside. So here's a card I made using one of the cutouts from our paper pack, and I used Many Happy Returns on the inside. Okay, so for this one, I used those cutting lines right here, but I wanted to extend it so that it was longer on one side, which is now really easy to do. So instead of just cutting it like this, I just went over a little bit more to the next line, leaving room on the left or the right, so you could put a little focal there. Very simple to do with these lines. So for this paper, for this particular collection, I just cut 1/2 inch off the bottom of my 6.5 by 5 inch card. And then I used our beautiful watercolor wildflowers 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. I used, let's see, which one did I use, Lene? I used this one, which is the reverse side of this, so the flowers are a little bit ghosted back. And I used that one along the inside bottom, on the inside of my card on the bottom, so that it would show through when this is closed. As you can see, I went ahead and used that little gold border that's around it. And then I took what was left over on the top of the paper, just that solid pink, and I glued that to the card front, making sure I used the little gold border that's included in that as well. So I can show you what I'm talking about. On the opposite of this one, the gold border doesn't have like leaves and things on it. Just a solid border on this one. So once I had my card covered, I took this one right here. This is one of our cutouts that has all these little rectangles in it. We call those little card toppers. I inked the edges of both the card and the topper using cocoa bean ink and my little applicator. And then I just glued this to the center. And then you guys, I had a great time using our oval border dazzle stickers. These are the colorful collection. And I used the purple ones right here and just put a length across the top and the bottom. For this one, when I put them across the bottom, I just wanted them peeking out a little bit. So I put them so that they would just align right with that bottom edge. So when you open it, you see the full oval border, and when you close it, you just see a little scalloped edge. Then this is a cutout from the paper pack, and I foam taped that to the card center. Then opened it here. We'd already covered this part, already just added the dazzle. So this one, cut my many happy returns, glued it here, and then I just took strips of the smaller size of these little oval borders. If you'll see on the little picture here, there's large size, medium size, and small size of all those same borders, which we love. So put one across the top and the bottom, and then down the sides. And then this is a cutout from the book as well, and I just cut that one out and foam taped it, so it has a little bit of a pop-up. So yeah, right, you can put them on inside, just the inside, or you can do inside outside. All right, so we're done with the many happy returns. Let's take a look at this next one. Oh, I love this one that Debbie did. So for this one, you guys, Debbie did a steampunk theme on this one. She used Steampunk for Everyone 6x6 pattern cardstock for this one. And this one is a 5 by, I think she cut it down a little bit. I forgot to grab my ruler. Yep, this one is a 5 by 5 by 6 inch card. So she took one of our 6.5 inch cards and she just trimmed it a little bit. You can see right there, just trimmed it down a little bit so that the 6x6 paper would fit nicely. And she covered that with this all over, it's like a brown color, but it has these like swirl prints in it. Covered the entire card and then cut her greeting from, which one did she grab? From Celebrate. I had to look it up. She chose On to Your Next Big Adventure, and then matted it with a little bit of solid cardstock at the top and the bottom, inking it just a little bit with Velvet Fawn first, and then she glued that just about 1/4 inch from the bottom, inked the entire card, and then this one is a cutout from right here, and then she matted that both with the solid cardstock, there's this coordinating solid cardstock, and she foam taped that across one of these little borders. There's another little border here from the collection, and then this is the chipboard. How fun is that? And she took some pins, some of our tri-blend markers, and she colored this one right here. She used tan and fair skin to color this. And then this over here, she used a couple of shades of blue, very nice, and the tan color as well. And then you open this up, and it's Cheers to 30. So then she used the birthday milestones and mixed those books and matted it with some cardstock on this side right here. just a little scrap of the back side of one of these papers and then glued a border on there. Love that. Good job, Debbie. All right, so finally, this one we've got birthday milestones. This one is so bright and colorful and glitzy. I love it. So she took 40 wishes just for you, cut this down using the little grid on the back. But first she took her 5 by 6.5 inch card and she covered it with this gold star holographic paper. Isn't that wild? And then that just glitzed up her card so much. Then she glued this to the front and then she used gold thin line dazzle stickers, okay, just across the top and the bottom and the sides. And then you'll see in the corners, you guys, are these little embellishments, and then this one right here and right here. And these are from Petite Dazzle stickers. There's 4 colors in a package. She used the gold. And if you look closely, I'll show you the brown because I think it's a little easier. You see all of these little pieces, this frame, these actually just peel up so nicely individually. And you can use them to embellish around your card. So cool. And there's also little tiny words, little birds and things like that. So we find these to just be so nice just to add little touches like these corner pieces and these fantastic embellishments. It just adds a little something extra to your very simple card. All right, you guys, we have, as you can see, lots of different things that you can do with these beautiful shimmery gold paper pads with all of your sentiments for the inside, outside of your card, or both. Mix them, match them. We love that. Don't forget, this is our giveaway for this episode. So if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes channel, if you're watching us on our paperwishes.com webisode channel, then it's listed right there on the right-hand side. And then all the other items are listed down below. So if you're just interested in one of the paper pads or all 3 or the dazzles we used or the paper packs, they're all listed down below. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe, it really helps our channel. But also if you look below this video, you'll see a link that'll take you to the Paper Wishes webisode page so you can get in on all the deals. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.